Okay, here's something that just happened, I think, yesterday, and this will be coming out on Monday, so we'll be a few days late over the weekend, but $20 million worth of gold and other high value items stolen from Pearson Airport in Toronto. Literally a multi-million dollar gold heist from Toronto Airport. Like, that sounds like a fucking James Bond movie.
Yeah, that's a movie right there.
Am I on recency bias with this, or has this like never happened in our lifetime? That like when's the last time you heard about like a bank robbery, like a big
Heist?
like
You're talking about a
like,
heist?
yeah, like literally like guys with ropes with black suits on, like dunna, like putting gold in bags like Pink Panther or some shit.
Dude,
Like
never.
when has this ever happened that we know about?
Dude, just saying the word heist feels silly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is, as far as I know, it's never happened.
And ever since that movie The Town came out, that is every
Yeah.
white dude's favorite movie.
Mhm.
Ever since that
My
movie The
favorite
Town
movie.
came out, I've just wanted yeah, right? Ever since that movie came out, I've wanted bank robbing to be back into like our culture a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I've wanted some sort of like thievery. I like seeing thieves win. But like I mean in Canada it's much different, but like anything past the 90s, have you like do you remember like a big theft job, a big like bank getting like back in the 30s when it was like fucking you're riding around on like those like old Fords like with one cylinder like and you're like just stealing the local bank and then you're like yeehaw and you're just getting like obviously that shit would happen every fucking weekend, but like how do you steal anything nowadays?
What's crazy to me is the number. Like, obviously, people like rob banks and rob stores and stuff. And like, I'm sure if you rob a bank, like they'll give you a couple thousand basically just to like fuck off, and then the cops will chase you. Like they'll be like, I
Just
can't
to
open the
fuck
vault.
up.
Here's like the money we're allowed to give. Like they'll just
Sure.
do that. But $20 million, like stealing stuff worth 20 million.
Of gold, not 20 million in bank in fucking
Well,
cash, like,
but it
of
says like
gold.
high valuables, like whatever the fuck the other
Whatever,
stuff
but there
is.
was gold. Like
Yeah.
you're talking gold
You're
bars. You're,
gold bars, like, dude.
like putting those in a bag,
That's
like
GTA.
they weigh.
That's a GTA heist.
That's GTA.
Yeah.
That's Grand Theft Auto 5, fucking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, whatever the fuck. Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto heist. And not only that, it's a heist that would probably take you 4 or 5 attempts because you end up fucking shot in the head and it's like wasted, and then you got to
Yeah.
respawn at the hospital with less money, and you're like, let's try again, boys. Like
Yeah.
that, like these guys fucking did it. Inside job or no?
Inside job. Inside job. Nobody does
Facts?
this. That's inside job.
Yeah.
I don't want to divulge too much. I know the guy that did it.
That's so funny.
No, 100% inside job.
Inside job as you like move your feet under the desk and just hear gold bars clanking.
Click, 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 click.
No, it had to have been an inside job. Clink, 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 clink.
Just pushing shit out the way.
Yeah. This it just seems so like movie, like I can't remember the last time a fucking anything like that's happened in our life. Fucking other than fucking last robbery I remember is Trudeau getting into office. Hey,
Yes, sir. Woo! We got him. We got him, baby.
that's for all those people wanting political comedy. They're like, why
Yeah.
don't you do political stuff? My mom, she's like, why do you do comedy about like dicks? You should do it about like political stuff. Well, there you go, ma.
Yeah. Yeah. Your dad's like, hey, make fun of Trudeau a little more. That guy's fucking robbing me every weekend.
Yeah. That's literally what my dad says. He's like, why don't you make fun of Trudeau? I'm like, because everybody has.
He's like, I got a joke for you. Go up there and tell Trudeau to go fuck himself. You're like, that's gonna kill, Dad. Thanks.
Yeah, do that at your next open mic. Yeah. It's funny when that news came, when the headline came out of, whatever, $20 million in gold stolen from airport. It was all just like all the replies were just that Goodfellas scene. You've obviously seen Goodfellas?
Yeah.
where Henry Hill is like, wait, he's hearing on the radio or whatever that the airport got robbed, and he's just like slapping the wall. And it's like that's literally if Goodfellas, if it happened in a Goodfellas movie, like, and it happens in 2023 where like security, like, bro, you can't even bring like a vape onto a plane.
Yeah, bro, you can't bring a bottle of water on a plane. These guys robbed gold bars.
Yeah. How did that, like,
So I don't know any about this. I saw the headline, obviously, but are they still on the run?
yeah, they haven't been caught.
They're
It's
free and clear.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Like that's
you know,
could you imagine being those guys right now?
that's the thing is that like if 6 hours, like if they stole it at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and then by 8 or 9 a.m. they, got caught, like, like fucking good attempt, fellas. I was rooting for you, but like that's
Yeah.
it, but to be like days later, and I bet the cops was like, we don't fucking know. Like
Yeah.
good on these fucking guys.
Like they have to know who did it.
What do you mean?
Like, 'cause it had, yeah. I mean, I'm just assuming it's like an inside job, so it's like some fucking airport guy that like pushes the luggage around, just like unhooked and grabbed the one with all the gold, and he's just like.
The Filipino dude who's with the pylons with the big gold plane, he just directs to his car. He's just like,
This is the parking lot. He's like,
and they're like, and the authorities are like, we don't know who fucking did this shit. This is some mastermind shit.
this guy's a genius.
Fucking Jorge is fucking. He's already in fucking Montreal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope the boys do it. I hope they get away.
I hope they do too. I hope they just. But that's the thing is like that's a crime that you will never be clear from, in the sense of like you will be like. It's not like, oh, make it 6 months and you're home free. Like you will always be eligible to be caught, like, and arrested for like that's the thing where it's like, fuck, man. Like, because if you could just make it 6 months, like you put up with the anxiety for 6 months of being like, holy fucking shit, if I get caught, I'm going to jail for life.
Yeah.
But for life, you have to deal with that now. And I mean, you can try to get out of the like. That's the thing I don't get too. Like back in the fucking 30s, 20s, you steal cash, you steal gold, you can use it now. But like all of those gold, all the gold I can imagine is like, if you go to use it, it's like you go to pawn off gold, the guy's like, I'll give you $20, like shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
like how do you use this money that you've stolen?
Yeah, you're going to cash for gold, and they're just like, you bring a solid gold bar, like pure gold. And he's like, "Where'd you get it?" And you're just, it was passed down from my grandpa.
Hey, Frankie, come look at this here.
Yeah,
Frankie.
I don't know about this one.
I don't know. He's like putting it up in the light and shit. The guy's like, "It's real, man. It's real." He's like,
you got like
"I
certificates.
don't know.
And,
I've been in the pawn business for fucking 40 years. I don't know, brother."
yeah. The best I can do is $40.
Yeah, as he puts it down, best I can do is $40. He's like, that's worth $25,000.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what do you even do? Like, who do you sell all that gold to?
Yeah, like that.
And the thing is, you can't, like, if you're trying to leave the country, you can't leave with
gold.
The gold. You also can't leave with the cash. You can't. It's a whole like. What do you do?
Reverse engineering this. Or engineering this, or thinking about it as a guy who couldn't pass engineering. If you could get the gold out of the country, from Canada too, like you'd have to get it to Mexico. Like,
Mexico.
And you have to because you could actually get it on a boat, and that's, you know what I'm saying. You could get it on a boat and then take the boat to Mexico. Just like how drugs comes in and out of the country is on it's water or it's air, and
did you figure it out?
Maybe they didn't even take it out of the airport. Maybe they just put it because private planes and stuff fly out of Pearson. Like that's a very big airport. There's also Billy Bishop, which is just in Toronto, which is a kind of like an off airport. It's like on kind of like it's like right downtown, kind of on the water.
Mhm.
Like if there's like private planes, like not full like those private luxury planes, but like whatever those like Cessnas or whatever. Like maybe they just took put it maybe they just went to the airport, put it right on a plane, like they had it planned out, and they took the plane and they were gone. Like in the same fucking hour.
Yeah. They just last time you ever see him.
Maybe they didn't grab it from Pearson and take it to fucking Saskatchewan, and then they're like, "Fuck, we got to
Yeah.
get it over the border." Maybe they didn't even do that. Maybe they just maybe they literally stole it from the airport, took it to the other side of the fucking airport, and just on a plane and out.
Dude, imagine it's just like it's airports lose your luggage. Like imagine it's just on the wrong flight.
That would be.
Like how you're like,
But
I don't know if you've ever lost luggage.
the dude who's expecting like shirts opens up his bag and it's like fucking 20 million in gold or some shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like you usually get like the email being like, "Oh, sorry, your luggage is in fucking Jacksonville, Florida," and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, imagine being the guy who owns the gold though, or like whatever people that own it.
That's what I don't understand. Who's moving this? Is it a bank? Like, what is this?
It's gotta be the government, which is why it's probably an inside job. To be honest, you are probably right. It probably is an inside job because only the government would know about that. I love fucking talking about this when you have no idea, but like 20 million in gold is probably like some government, like it's not some dude who's like, I want my gold from Toronto to fucking Calgary tomorrow.
Obviously.
Like it's not that. It's probably the government owns gold and whatever, and so or the Canadian Reserve and all that shit or whatever. So it's probably something like that. Because I also think in the news they would have said maybe whether it was like private or whatever, and the fact they didn't say anything probably means that it was owned by the government. Which you're probably right. It probably is an inside job.
Yeah, I feel like if it was private, you probably wouldn't have heard of it at all. Like they probably would have kept it under wraps pretty easily.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, fucking good on the pricks, dude. I hope they fucking make it, man.
Yeah, I definitely don't know anybody involved.